Alright, look. You know you can't listen to shit these motherfuckers say when they make Egyptians look like they was white. First of all, ain't no such thing as a white Egyptian because them motherfuckers would have died from sunburn. A lot of the history has been made smooth the fuck up. It's not real. It's not at all real. What happened to all those people in those areas is that it's obvious. Like, once it used to be plush, inhabitable. The earth switched up on them and created an unknown environment, and they couldn't understand it, and they all died. That's just how it happened. Like this lost city of Atlantis, they think it fell underwater. No, water fell over Atlantis. Like I don't. That's why I be so pissed. Like, why these people just can't tell the truth? They just gotta try to make themselves look great, and you're not great for that. You look inferior because of that. Because if you have to make up history to make yourself look good, that means that you ain't nothing. Like, all this architecture, it was the very style was stolen. I just look at history and see that everything was stolen. This land was stolen. Other lands were stolen. You see, they didn't really go to Africa and steal none of that land. Why? Because of sunburn. They didn't have, sunblock during those times, man. It's just sad that they just really just think about it. The sun plus all of that armor that they said they was wearing. And I'm pretty sure if they was really going to war like they said they was, with all that armor, there'd be a whole bunch of graves with a whole bunch of armored individuals in the dirt some damn where. Bones lasted forever, but the metal y'all made your armor with don't. Like, that'd be the BS. That'd be the BS. Alright, still, where's the bodies? Where's the soldiers? Y'all finding what they finding? Oh, I forgot what they call them. Neanderthal bones and all of that stuff, but you can't find the human remains of all of these big wars y'all had. If y'all don't get out of here, where they go? They just up and disappeared? Like, man, I can't stand it here, man. It's just like, I don't even care no more. Like, the more you learn, the less you give a flying fuck. Like, you just don't care. Like, oh boy, like, is anything real? I'm not listening to nobody that says Zeus was this and the god of lightning was that, Thor, and they're gonna go to Valhalla. They've been all BSing since day one. They've been stealing history and infusing it with their own to make them think, like, they fake history to make it look like it was real. That's what they do. Hey, man, this is real. What we have isn't real. We're gonna somehow combine the two and make a truth lie. Because it's gonna sound true and plausible, but at the same time, it'll be a figment of our imagination infused with the truth. Because you can't tell me nothing else has happened. There's no, we going to no other planet in the universe because we cannot leave Earth because we were born here. I mean, what happens to animals when they leave their environment? If the environment is habitable, they'll make it. If it's inhabitable, they won't make it. Their bones will be bleached in the sun. Like, it's just crazy. There's some places on Earth we still can't go because it's just not habitable. If you can't make those places on Earth habitable, how in the entire hell are you gonna do that on another planet entirely. Like, I can't. They tell me, oh, we're going to find a planet. They haven't found one yet. And we're talking about light years. Like, even the scientists now, they realize it because they probably stole information from one of us smart individuals just looking at this. It's like, okay, if metal and everything that we build decays over time, and we talking nowhere near 1 light year, how is it going to survive in space for like years? Huh? We haven't even experienced a light year according to this. And light year don't even exist. Time don't even exist. Only measurements exist. I don't understand them. You can only measure time. That's what time is, a measurement from one point to another. That's it. That's it. You can't go back on measurements, man. You can't, because if 6 feet was 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet, you can't go from 6 feet back down to 4 feet when it was 4 feet, man. You can't do that. So there's no time traveling. Talking about they were sending particles back in time. Particles, these nuts. How you gonna send something back in time and know you sent it back in time? How, if you're not there? Like, I can't stand these people so much. I can't. They got a collider, the great collider over there. They just messing around, talking about they trying to find the God particle. Bruh, there's no God particle. There's only particles. What are you talking about? You cannot you can't make a replica of the Big Bang. You just can't. Y'all will never be able to do it. Y'all can try as hard. Y'all never come close. The amount of freaking power like that would be needed to create what y'all call a Big Bang is way beyond y'all comprehension. I don't care how many scientists do the math and come up with the numbers. Get out of here. Y'all can't. Y'all don't know how it happened in the first place. So how the heck you gonna talk about numbers when you don't know where's 1 and 2 at? Like, don't make no sense. Like, I hate these people. Like, you just sit up there and just be like, yo, no, who in the world is that dumb? And then you look at all of their fans and you like, oh, there are a lot of people that's stupid. Like, you can't be, just pay attention. Just look at it with scrutiny. Like, come on, man. What is y'all doing? Like, they playing with the weather here. Them chemtrails ain't fake. It don't make no sense for every plane you look up in the sky that has people in it not to make one, but these certain planes do. Why are they making chemtrails? Like, what is they spraying in the air? They know what type of chemicals create what type of situations, but they are killing us. They trying to control this world. An entire world. All we need is one meteor that's half the size of the moon to hit us, and it's over, bruh. It's over. It don't even have to be it could be a quarter size of the moon. Fuck that. Let that shit be the size of Hawaii. We're done for. We're done. Done. And I don't know why they keep making it seem like they got some type of power, but they don't have no power. The only power we would have is if we all worked together, because we all understood and we were all on the same page. They don't want everybody to be on the same page. That's the most abundant, obvious thing I know is going on. You gotta pay for false knowledge out here. Like, it's a lot of good knowledge, you know, a lot of it is real, but the real knowledge is being held from us because of white Egyptians. Come on, bruh. Y'all know damn well y'all wasn't in Egypt burning in the sun, bruh. We all know it didn't have that type of environment back then. But according to the hieroglyphs, there wasn't no Caucasians there. But I'm pretty sure that y'all going to go see and go adventure and go discover shit. Y'all went about painting stuff different ways, or going around places creating stuff because y'all wanted to have a past. Y'all don't have one. Y'all stole everything. Y'all don't. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all like a parasite. Y'all like the coronavirus. Every now and then come around and just mess everything up. Never was a racist man, bro. I'm just paying attention to what's going on. And how could you make it? How could you do anything for anybody when you have to steal and con to get what you have now? You gotta cheat people. You gotta make them believe that they need this so they can give you that. Playing with people mentally, like that's it. Like that's all y'all about. How could I feel inferior to that? You can't make it on your own. You can't survive without people working under you. You're like a queen ant. Like the only way that hive will survive, that nest, whatever, is if all the other ants are doing their part to support the queen. Understand? But if all those ants turned on the queen, ain't shit the queen could do but die. Always remember that. I know y'all know that. And I'm not talking about all Caucasian. I'm talking about all the people who are fucking it up for everybody out here. Because if you think just because you're white, you're privileged, no, you're stupid. Talking about, oh, we're privileged, or it's easier to be white. It's easier to be a slave. Most of my people die free, knowing that they free. Like, if you don't own a business, you're a slave. I don't care what nobody say. I'm a slave. I'm not the happiest slave in the world neither. I really don't need to work, but I have to sell myself, my time and everything, to get money to help support my kids and things. Because guess what? I don't. Who else gonna do it? Who else gonna do it? So I have to make a sacrifice. But if I ain't have this type of environment to live in the first place, I wouldn't have to do that. It'd be survival of the fittest, and I'll be out there governing my own life. But they took that away. They took like how you sit up there and not realize that it's just messed up when they go to somebody else's country and tell them they can't hunt and survive the way they normally do. They have to do the way they do just so they can make trade. That's all they did. That's why everybody's pissed off. Like, yo, we were good. We ain't need you. Now you want to introduce us to weapons of mass destruction. You want us to buy radios and all this other shit. We just want to play in the sandbox. But y'all people just won't leave us the fuck alone. You go around in other people's countries and take away their damn freedom and talking about that stuff. Crusade we all by trying to but first of all, I think they create these fake people or whatever the case may be. Like, it's just sad. It's just crazy. It's retarded. It is what it is. It is what it is. Because at the end of the day, like that's what's at the top of the list. Like, only the strong will survive. And the strong is basically the weakest motherfucker in the world. That's why if they did say the meek will inherit the earth, they did. Bunch of weak ass motherfuckers trying to say meek to try to cover up the weak part. No, it's weak. There's no such thing as meek. Y'all just made this crap up and then y'all put it in the dictionary for all time, so it'll be meaning something else. No, it's weak. Because you can't say that you're strong.